Hello, everybody. Hi, Meow. Hi, the voice of reason. I'm gonna do a quick live. Then I gotta go do some stuff. I gotta go get some blood drawn and whatnot. It's gonna be a quick one. I'll give it a few minutes till I get to the core of today's topic. It's gonna be quick. When I come back, I'll go live again. Here's where I'm at with today's feelings. September 11th always carries a heavy weight because of the actions that were perpetrated on our country. And I'll say this, it was either foreign or local terrorists that infiltrated that attack on September 11th. But no matter what, our nation mourned and came together as one. It's a harsh contrary to today's reality. September 11th brought our country together. Right now, we're in disarray. We are in shambles. Yesterday's assassination, it wasn't, someone didn't just, DIE. They were assassinated. Yesterday's assassination on somebody for speaking their mind is atrocious. And the same people that call for gun control and guns to be vanquished from our hands are the same people that utilize them by, and again, I'm not here to spread any kind of hate, but I'm saying we are far from September 11th. On September 11th, 2001, it brought our country together. We became unified. The energy, I remember the day it happened. I watched it live on the news. I remember the following day, there was a surge of patriotism. We are far removed from that time. We are far removed from that time. And it sucks. I'm going to say this. It's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's okay to not agree on things. What is not okay is for you to hurt others based on those things. People have become so intolerant. People have become so naive that they believe anything that is being told. And I'm going to say this. I condemn the Democratic Party for inciting this kind of action against figures that oppose them. At every rally, every time they got a mic, they call for these kind of actions. And then yesterday, they are deeply mourning. I saw some posts from some Democratic leaders, wishing the family and Charlie Kirk. And I was like, that's bullshit, because they're the same people that were talking shit before. I'm not for this kind of behavior from anybody. I always tell I tell you guys always, we must respect each other. We must respect our spiritual beliefs, our political beliefs, the way we live. It is not okay. Again, September 11th, 2001, after those horrific attacks on our country, we became one. We were unified. It brought us together. It made us one. We are far from that now. We are in shambles as a nation, as a people. We are not all Americans. We got some proud Americans and some people that hate this country from within. I am a proud American, and it's sad to see a young man in his prime. This man could have been a president someday, a governor. He could have been anything. But the thing he was that was most important was a father. He was a father, a husband, a son. So what he could have been was a great man. But to his two little girls, he was already a great man. He was the greatest man to ever walk this earth as far as his two baby girls are concerned. And to strike him down in the presence of his children, I hope that the perpetrator receives no fucking leniency. May he rot in hell for the actions of yesterday. Again, all the great things that person could have been. But the greatest thing that he is and was a father, a loving father. So if you think that an unaliving, an assassination against a man that spoke his truth is wrong, you don't belong here. I speak my truth. I speak from what I feel is my truth. And I understand. I had great respect for him because he was relentless in his love of God, love of his country, love of his family. And I respect someone that has principles and morals. At 31, I didn't have that kind of fucking insight or wisdom because I didn't. Now, at this age, I can see the errors of my ways, and I hope the people that were disgustingly celebrating his demise come to an understanding that they are wrong for that. Celebrating an unaliving of a fellow human being, a fellow American, a fellow son of God is deplorable. It is disgusting. There's no room for that. May they understand the wrongs sooner than later. And if they don't, may they reap what they sow. May they reap what they sow. There's no room for that shit here. September 11th, 2001, our country came together. In silencing Charlie Kirk, they made everybody listen. The problem here is now there's motive for extreme violence going the other way. I'm not hoping that happens. I'm hoping that cooler heads prevail. But I got a feeling that they unleash something that will not be contained until one side is silenced. Again, September 11th, 2001 is a day of remembrance, a day for patriots, a day for our country to mourn the loss of those who have fallen to tyranny, to terrorism. Now we got September 10th, the day they killed freedom of speech. That is a tough pill to swallow. To try to silence a man, to kill someone for their beliefs is atrocious. And I say this because I've had death threats here. I've had death threats to my fucking inbox on my phone. It's not going to shut me up. So I respect a man like that. He had countless death threats. Countless people said they would unalive him. And he kept in his faith. Now, again, I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. I'm a spiritual person that believes in Santa Muerte. I'm devoted to her. But I'm devoted to God as well. I'm pretty sure if Mr. Charlie Kirk would have known of me, he would have not been okay with what I do. But it's okay. So I respect a man that holds principles and values. He loved God, loved his country, loved his family. And for them to try to silence that is atrocious. Again, this man could have been a president, a governor. He could have been someone that changed the world more so. But the one thing that he was that was already great was a great father, a good husband. And they deprived the little girls of having a father. That is horrible. Again, September 11th, we mourn for the fallen. It's a day where we reflect as a country, as a nation. And if you live here and you don't feel you're American, and you were born here, and you fly other flags before the American flag, shit, we're not the same. I love my country, and I love the country of origin that my parents came from. But to me, America's first in my heart. Mexico comes in at a solid second. So again, people might say, oh, fucking sellout. Mira, pinche fucking beaner thinks he's fucking. I am American. I was born in East LA. I was raised in a small town in Los Angeles, Wilmington, California. This is my hometown. This is my homeland. This is what I love. I've been to Mexico to visit. I lived there for about 2-3 years. And I know that I have love for my parents' homeland. But my homeland is here. And I hate what's happening. And if you fly another flag above the American flag on American soil, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I'll tell you. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. And before I hear how could you be Santa Muerte and you're fucking... Santa Muerte has no fucking borders. No color barriers. No sexual orientation barriers. It's come on. And let's be one. That's why I say anyone is welcome here. I don't give a fuck if you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, Wiccan. I don't care what you praise, how you praise. You are welcome here because this is a place where God dwells. And the light and dark mingle. And everybody's welcome here. Except those that are hateful, that celebrate the unaliving of a father, a patriot, a fellow human being. It's disgusting. It is deplorable. So today, on September 11th, we remember the fallen. And now we get to add one more name to that list. It's a day of patriots. It's a day of remembrance. So remember your loved ones. It's a good day to do that. The energy is strong for that. Remember those that fell on this day for political or terrorist views. And remember that yesterday they tried to silence your freedom of speech, your freedom of religion. They try to take somebody's First Amendment away because they didn't try it. Because you can't. You can't take it away. You might have silenced one person yesterday, but I guarantee you, more voices are going to start to speak, yell in the same way that left side does. And the funny thing is the right is better equipped, more pew-pews, more men, more balls. They just were letting the fucking kids have their fucking time in the sun because they needed hugs. And I think they fucked up. Anyways, you can't take away freedom in this country. Those people call the right N-A-Z-Y or N-I-C-Is Nazis. Who's the fucking Nazi? We're trying to silence freedom of speech. Execute somebody because they're different. You might have a message, Mondo, or you might be wanting to explore this a bit more. Anyways, I'm gonna stop this live. I gotta go get some. I gotta go to the hospital real quick, get some blood work done. I just want to say this: God bless everyone. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what you believe in. God bless you. Be safe out there. Speak your truth. Respect one another, though. I can have a difference of opinion right now with any one of you, and I won't want to unalive you for it. I can have a difference of opinion with any one of you, and it's okay, because that's what makes this country great. That's why we evolve. That's why we grow, because different minds make for better improvements. So for those people that were happy and cheering for a demise of a young man with 2 baby girls, that all he was doing was speaking his truth, and I'm going to tell you, I agreed with lots of it. I agreed with a lot of the things that man said. He just had more courage than I. He was courageous. He had courage. So I agreed with a lot of the things. But again, the one thing that I tell you guys today is respect one another. Today, September 11th, is a day of remembrance, a day of unity and solidarity. On September 2001, I remember the day it brought our nation together. It brought us together. It made us one. We unified against a common threat. I wish today we can unify as a nation and fight the common threat. And the common threat is lies, deception, made up narratives. That is the common threat. And they do that for power, to keep you blind and stupid. So today, let's come together as a country, as a people, as children of God, however you want to do it. But do it. Be nice, be polite, respect one another. Here's the thing is, if someone speaks against you, they're just words. If someone tries to do violence upon you, you have the right to defend yourself. I don't want anyone to turn the cheek when someone's trying to slice it off. This is not an act or a call to violence. But again, you, no matter what side of the fence you're on, you're allowed to defend yourself, your opinion. You have the right. So, amen, Emiliano. Thank you, David. Again, right now I'm going to go real quick. I got to get my blood drawn. I have innate, so I got to do it in ayunas on an empty stomach. So I'm going to go do that right now. I'll be back in a bit. Today, I still feel a little bit fucked up. I might not be back for a long time when I do come back, but I'll be back. I don't know what else to say except Everyone be safe out there. Respect one another. Um, remember those that have fallen on this day. Saludos, blue strip bandit. And again, stand true to who you are. Don't let no one silence your voice. No matter what your message is, let nobody silence you. And if I don't agree with you, it doesn't mean I hate you. We just have a difference of opinion. Yes, blue strip bandit, send me a message because I'm about to go. Again, I gotta go get my labs done. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get poked and shit, blood drawn, and then I gotta come back and eat because I haven't ate. I woke up late today. That medication fucks me up. Anyways, love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I apologize for the rant. Today wasn't more of a lesson. It was more of a fucking getting shit off my chest. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I know I don't got millions of followers, but I have good ones. And here's the thing is, this is the path that I've chosen. Choose your path and walk it despite what anyone thinks.